Welcome back to the channel, where we take scientific studies and research and break it down. After all, science is for everyone.
The ketogenic diet is once again in the news, particularly for its potential as a therapy for bipolar disorder, depression, and other mental illnesses. While there are ongoing studies, completed research on this topic is limited. This study is one with complete results. Here, we will examine the results of this study and explore its scientific implications for mental health and the ketogenic diet. We will assess the number of patients who experienced improved symptoms and look if there are any instances of remission. Additionally, we will investigate why the keto diet could potentially affect mental health, and whether dietary interventions are necessary or if an alternative supplement exists. The study under review is titled The Ketogenic Diet for Refractory Mental Illness, a retrospective analysis of 31 inpatients. And as always, remember that this is not medical advice in any way. Let's get to the study. Inspired by the positive impact of the ketogenic diet on a family member's seizures and autism behaviors, a psychiatrist in France initiated an in-hospital psychiatry program. He offered patients with chronic mental illness the opportunity to explore the potential benefits of the diet through an in-hospital program. A retrospective analysis was conducted on 31 adults with severe persistent mental illness who were admitted to a psychiatric hospital. Participants followed a strict keto diet with a maximum of 20 grams of carbohydrate per day for a duration ranging from 6 to 248 days. The subjects' diets consisted of approximately 5% carbohydrates, 20% protein, and 75% fats. Patients were given a list of approved foods to follow at all times. In addition, participants received a once-daily vitamin supplement. Before we conclude, could you please like and subscribe, or comment on what you would like covered next? Now, the results. Significant reductions in depression and psychosis symptoms were observed post-diet, as measured by scales including the Hamilton Depression Rating Scale, the Montgomery-Åsberg Depression Rating Scale, and the Positive and Negative Syndrome Scale. Notably, all 10 patients with schizoaffective disorder saw a significant improvement in their scores, with a 46% improvement. Patients showed substantial improvements in Hamilton Depression Rating Scale scores, with a mean reduction of approximately 70%. Similarly, the Montgomery-Åsberg Depression Rating Scale scores improved by approximately 66%. Overall, 43% of patients achieved clinical remission, indicating a significant reduction in symptoms. And there was a 36% reduction in psychotropic medications post-intervention. It should be noted, besides improvements to mental health, there were positive health markers in regard to weight, blood pressure, blood glucose, and triglycerides. In this study, the ketogenic diet was associated with significant improvements in mental health symptoms and metabolic health markers. The study group was small, but the results were statistically valid. The improvements in this study were profound. Additional research, especially randomized controlled trials, is crucial to fully understand the mechanism and treatment value. Now, here are a few of my thoughts. What a fascinating study. The backstory of the physician beginning this regimen for his patients in reaction to his family's history is inspiring. We hope others take on more studies like this. Unfortunately, studies that cannot be capitalized on tend to get the back seat. The treatment in this study was supervised. It remains uncertain whether maintaining a strict ketogenic diet outside of a clinical setting is feasible for this population. Studies on ketone esters have emerged, raising questions about whether taking supplements could yield similar effects. The daily supplement regimen also caught my attention, introducing another variable that warrants control in future research. I believe the keto snack that was provided each day is proprietary and prescribed by the doctor. It would be great to know more about this snack. We assume it fits in the prescribed diet plan, but are there other active ingredients? The diet consisted of at least 75% fat. I would be curious if fiber was also measured. It will be very interesting to read the results of ongoing studies. The study mentions seizure and autism. I don't know the percentages of fat, carb, and protein for the diet prescribed for seizure disorders. This diet could be similar to the seizure diet. It would be interesting to know if this diet is more restrictive, less restrictive, or the same. And of course, it would be interesting to have a follow-up. Were the patients willing and able to keep on the same diet plan? And of course, we always end with why. Why does a keto diet improve mental health? Is it because the diet addresses impaired glucose metabolism and chronic inflammation? Or something else? The interesting thing about science is there always is a why at the end. So what do you think? Do you have knowledge on this subject? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to visit our other videos on the keto diet.